Every year, start with honesty. Hey guys, this is DeAnna Busby-Rast. I own a company called Authentica Group, and I get to work with professionals, executives, business owners, leaders, working with them to help them grow and develop. I get to do that every day. Here's what I'm going to tell you today. When we are running business, the most important step that we could do at the very beginning of the year is to look inside our organization, look outside our organization, and bring honesty forward. And the best way to do that is by doing a SWOT analysis. What is a SWOT analysis? It is our ability to look at the strengths and the weaknesses and the threats and the opportunities that reside within our business. The strengths and the weaknesses is how we look internal, and the threats and the opportunities are what is happening outside our organization. In the entire 30 years that I worked in corporate America, a SWOT analysis was done, especially the last 20 years of my career. See, how is it that we are going to understand where we are headed if we don't do a SWOT analysis, if we don't truly understand what is going on out there? So I want to dig into a SWOT analysis, and I'm going to start first with strengths. When we think about our business, what are the strengths that we have? What have we achieved? What do we need to continue to maximize? What are we marginally successful at where we could totally take to the next level? We really need to think about those strengths so we can capitalize on them. Now I want you to think about the weaknesses. The weaknesses are what's going on in the organization. Do we have issues with turnover? Do we have issues with training? Do we have issues with client engagement? Am I meeting my numbers? These are all the questions that we have to ask ourselves when we are doing a SWOT analysis. And the most important thing is when you're doing that and you have the right people in the room, you will get the right answers. The other thing I want to talk about is when we're doing that SWOT analysis, what are the opportunities that reside out there? This is the chance to look and see what else is going on out there on the horizon. What are my competitions doing? What is going on with my clients? How is their industry changing? Have I thought about how those opportunities, by me just literally understanding what's going on, creates an opportunity for our business? Now let's take the lens and look at the threats that are happening in the industries of which you focus on. What's going on in the political space? What's going on in the compliance realm? What are your clients facing when it comes to all of the different threats and opportunities that reside out there in the market? See, threats are something that we need to be very aware of so we can build the processes and the controls and create deflection mechanisms for our business. But if we don't take a stop at the beginning of the year to say, wait a minute, let's take 1 day or 2 days and really facilitate a good SWOT analysis. So what comes from a SWOT analysis when you think about it? I'll tell you from working in corporate America, what we did with a SWOT analysis is that it gave us a chance to rewrite a marketing campaign if we needed to. It also level set where we were headed from a sales standpoint. What did I need my salespeople to be saying? What did I need my salespeople to be executing on? How was I transcending that information into real goals that were tangible and achievable? See, when you do a SWOT analysis, you're affecting every element of your business. If you looked at your strengths and your weaknesses and maybe you recognized that there was technology we weren't using and now we need to, see, a SWOT analysis can be done in so many different parts of our business. So let's break it down from a hierarchy standpoint. A SWOT analysis can be done at the corporate level. Where are we at as a business? So that's going to include all of your key areas, your human capital. It's going to include your information technology, your marketing, your sales, your business development, your operational execution. It's going to include your finance, your accounting, your strategy and analytics team. It's going to be those people that are going to help define that SWOT analysis. But a SWOT analysis can also be done at the department level. See, I did one at the corporate level and then I broke it down and did it specifically, in my sales and marketing team. What were our strengths? What were our weaknesses? What were our opportunities and what were our threats? I will also tell you this, You can do it at an individual professional level. If you took a SWOT analysis, and I'm gonna have it show up here for just a second, this is what a SWOT analysis is. If you did it on an individual level, said to yourself, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are my opportunities and what are my threats? A SWOT analysis can be so useful in so many different ways. So the thing I want you to remember is when I talk about clarity, when I talk about direction, when I talk about setting expectations, creating clear metrics of success and points of failure, the one place that you can start as an organization is by first facilitating that SWOT analysis. If you need help with facilitating a SWOT analysis, I'd be more than happy to help you with that exercise. The last thing I want to say is I want you to remember this. Clarity is going to come from assessment. The first thing that you can do at the very beginning of the year is to do an assessment, and the best tool that's been around for a very long time is a SWOT analysis. If this message resonated with you, I would love for you to subscribe. But more importantly, if you found this information valuable, share it, like it, put it in the hands of somebody that can use it. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.